Hello everybody, welcome back to another Weather Central live stream. This is a test real quick on the mic, so if you guys can hear me, type in the chat yes so I know, so we can start on with this live stream. In just a second, like I said, we will start. If you guys can hear me, type yes in the chat. I'm gonna wait real fast just to make sure that everything is properly working, as I do have kind of a new setup for these live streams. Sweet. James says yes, thank you very much. All right, so we will go ahead and dive into this. I'm sorry if my computer is a little laggy, as I am trying a new sort of setup here, so we're just going to try. If it ever gets laggy, let me know and I'll try to fix it. Please check the Tulsa storm, and yes, we can hear. Yes, I will be going into that right now. So definitely some rotation within this storm. You guys can see some of these really lighter colors here. Let's go ahead and measure wind speeds off of this. You can see 50s and possibly some 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts available with this storm. Let's check some precipitation depiction and super res reflectivity. You can see definitely a very high precipitation supercell here within Tulsa, or I guess let's see where that is relative to Tulsa. Just south of Tulsa, we do have that tornado warning. Let's go ahead and see what counties that is issued for right now. So, in this tornado warning, it is for East Central Creek County in northeastern Oklahoma, southeastern Tulsa County in northeastern Oklahoma. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located 3 miles west of Mounds, moving northeast at 40 miles an hour. The hazard type here is the tornado, obviously. This is radar indicated rotation, and flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur, and tree damage is likely in terms of branches falling down. So if you guys know anybody, close to Tulsa, share this live stream with them. Let's make them weather aware here. There is some very hazardous weather right now occurring just south of Tulsa at the moment. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at correlation coefficient. Let's see if we can find that here. So generally it looks here that there's some decent amounts of hail. It's not looking like we have a debris ball yet, which is good, as that rotation is definitely there, but it's not too crazy as of right now. Let's go ahead and go back to that. You can see there's definitely rotation, more specifically down to the more southern end of this warning, but it's not crazy right now, so we're going to want to monitor this. Let's go ahead and look at composite reflectivity here. So definitely some very heavy, this is 10 minutes old, so most likely this stuff is into the tornado warning by now. But some very heavy precipitation with this, which is that hazard for if we do get that tornado to occur. Rain wrap tornadoes are very hard to depict, especially whenever they, if you guys are a storm chaser or out, and get caught by this. If you guys are within these tornado warnings, the worst thing that you guys can do is try to wait it out under a bridge or overpass. You guys are more safe to just stay in your car and or find a low elevation place inside a median in the highway. That is your best bet. Rain headed my way, but no severe weather. Seems like, yeah, St. Louis, or I guess just south of St. Louis, I think you guys are under that marginal risk or that general thunderstorm risk. But yeah, you guys could definitely see some precip making your way later tonight specifically. Let's go ahead, because right now this tornado warning isn't seeming too crazy, but we will get back to that momentarily. Let's go ahead and check out your area right now. So there is a severe thunderstorm warning just to your south and east there. Let's go to this radar site. The good thing about your location is there is there is a radar site right around you, so you have very accurate information. So you can see maybe there's some sort of showers down to your southwest that might be approaching you in the next little while. But it looks like your big threat is when you do get those squall line thunderstorms later at night that will be pressing your way up into the St. Louis area. But yeah, rain is definitely looking like it will be making towards your area very soon. Just I don't think it'll be too severe, but we will keep you up to date if that does occur. So let's go ahead and look at some of these severe thunderstorm warnings right now. See some very heavy precipitation. We do have a radar indicated mesocyclone here, which is a really strong rotating supercell. Let's see here, moving at 32 knots. I think that equates to 45 miles an hour to the east. So it is moving relatively average for a storm, but it is moving east. So if you guys are within, let's see the timings for this mesocyclone as it does move. So it's moving relatively slow. We can see at 8:46 it'll be approximately there. So that is around an hour-ish out. So it might lose strength, it might gain strength. We don't really know. We'll have to keep an eye out on that. We do have some rotating supercells here, as indicated with these, arrows moving this way. Gonna have to keep an eye out for those. We could see some tornado warnings in the near future for these. Meso strength 2,532, moving north-northeast at 13 knots, so around 20-ish miles, or just over that miles per hour. So definitely something that we're going to want to keep an eye out on here. Let's go ahead and let's go back to our tornado warning here, as that is the biggest threat as of right now. Like I said, if my stream is lagging, please let me know, and I will try to fix it. Actually, I don't really know how I'll fix it. I'll just try to disconnect some stuff from the Wi-Fi. Not really sure how the stream's looking, so if you guys could let me know down in the comments, that would be amazing. So back to this system here. Let's see. Let's go to depiction. We're not really seeing a hook here, but we are seeing some sort of inflow right there that we're going to want to keep an eye out for. We just got a radar update here. You can see some sort of inflow notch is available here for this for those updrafts, but generally very high precipitation here. Still got that tornado warning. When does that expire? Let's go ahead and look here. This will expire until 8:30, so we still have around 35 minutes for this tornado warning until it does expire. And if this does gain strength, I would not be surprised if we do get some extended onto this tornado warning. So very strong rotation here. Not necessarily in opposite directions, but very strong wind gusts, I guess I should say right now. We're approaching 50s, possibly isolated 60s in some areas. 60 mile an hour wind gusts within this system. Very, very strong winds available right now. Let's go back to depiction mode here. You can see we might have some hail within this. You can see some very strong rain. We're getting those 60s right there. Let's go over back to, let's see here. Let's go to our rain here. Just in terms of flash flooding, because right now this, the tornado threat is looking fairly low as of right now. There obviously is that tornado warning though, so there is still a decent chance. You see some very heavy rainfall was associated with this just to the west of this. Sorry guys, I just got a weather alert on my phone. Yeah, that's probably gonna happen quite a bit. So, an inch to an inch and a half was associated with this rain system as it moves over here. So I do expect maybe possibly an inch to an inch and a half of rain possible within this tornado warning here. Let's go ahead and go back to super res velocity here. Actually, let's look at base velocity here just to see what our bases are. Nothing too crazy. I'm actually kind of surprised that this did go tornado warned. Obviously, though, if you guys are under a tornado warning, very hazardous conditions, take shelter immediately, please. Man, high wind risk today, and yeah, I hope the tornado warning does not become a funnel and touch the ground. Yes, I do agree with you. Guys, I'm very sorry that my phone keeps on going off. I don't know if you guys can hear the vibration or not. But yeah, very heavy wind event, and that's mostly why I do think, as you guys can see on the left side of the screen here, that moderate risk there, that is mostly for that wind damage. As you know, our tornado chance is only at a 10%, which is still very significant, as we do have that hatched risk that is indicated by that picture on the bottom there. But generally, that moderate risk was issued due to wind damage that will be affecting the south. But still, very hazardous conditions. So right now we're looking at echo tops. Very high cloud bases here, as is indicated right here. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I'm sorry if you guys do hear my dogs barking in the background. If they get too loud, I'll mute real fast and try to, solve that issue. Going back to, let's go to, let's see here. Let's go to super res correlation coefficient. See if we do have a debris ball within this. Don't think we do. Yeah, so still generally same story. Some hail, some actually decent sized hail will be available with this. Let's go ahead. Let's go to super res velocity, and then we'll take a look at what we're looking at in terms of hail. You can see the rotation is weakening, which is a good sign. So let's see here. Hail is just greater than 3/4 of an inch. So definitely still some very impactful hail. It could cause damage to cars and mobile homes. You can see though generally some weaker rotation available with this tornado warning. So I would not be surprised if it does go untornado warned in the near future. Let's see here. Do we have any other tornado warnings issued right now? No, we do not. So the rest are that general severe thunderstorm risk. So let's go ahead and go down here, down to the south, and see what we're working with here. So we can see in Shreveport, there was some wind damage reported to lawn, furniture, and trash cans. Displaced trees were broken within that very strong wind, as it is a very strong wind event. I do apologize for my dogs. I don't know if you guys can hear that. So we still do have some mesocyclones, radar indicated mesocyclones here. You can see some defined broad rotation, yet there is still some sort of rotation. It's not enough to really spark a couplet, but you can see right here specifically, this is an severe thunderstorm warned. You can see we have some general broad rotation within this. These systems down to, I believe this is Louisiana here. I'm sorry, guys, my computer is very slow, so it might not even be lagging for you guys. That might just be how slow my computer is. But we can see within these severe thunderstorm risks here, we can see some broad rotation, some very weak broad rotation, but it's still definitely there. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead, since we do have a viewer around the St. Louis area, I am going to look over here. Worldwide Weather says that wind report is pretty close to my brother's new house. Ooh, that is not good. I hope your brother does stay safe throughout this event. Because if he is down there, then, yeah, there's a very good chance of some sort of severe weather for him tonight. So, definitely hope that your brother is okay tonight. I will still be reporting on this later tonight, though. So if, you're not streaming, because I know that you do have a YouTube channel, definitely you could send him this stream, as this could help him stay weather aware as well. And obviously, he'll probably have information on that as well. Going to the St. Louis storm, generally very, very weak velocity readings here, wind shear readings. So generally not looking at a tornado risk up here. Let's look at, let's see here, precipitation depiction. You can see some very heavy precip. This is probably going to expire sometime in the near future or get extended onto some regions somewhat like this, if I had to guess, as that precip is moving its way out of that severe thunderstorm warning. It is at his other house currently in Ruston, though. To be honest, I don't know where that is. That in Louisiana? Let's go ahead and go back to our Tulsa tornado warning here. Just south of Tulsa, I believe. Yeah, Tulsa's right up here. Just to your south and southeast there. You can see we're not really seeing nothing too crazy right now. But definitely could be in the near future. So if you guys know anybody around Tulsa, share this stream with them. Let's keep them in weather aware so that we can try to save, if this does help save as many lives as we possibly can, as this looks to be a very significant severe weather outbreak tonight. So like I said, just south of Tulsa, we do have that tornado warning. I believe this tornado warning expires at 8:30. Not sure if there's an extended part to this. Let's go ahead. So yeah, that tornado warning just expired here, as that rotation was very weakening. So that is a good sign, guys. So we got rid of one more tornado warning. Wouldn't be surprised if we get some in the near future, but right now we're just generally with that um, severe thunderstorm risk. But I do want to go back down to parts of. Sorry, my computer is really slow right now. We're gonna go back to parts of the south here, as you do have some rotating supercells and mesocyclones within these severe thunderstorms scattered throughout. It is between Monroe, Louisiana, and Shreveport, Louisiana. Yikes! That is looking to be some favorable conditions in between these regions here for severe weather. So definitely hope your brother does stay safe, and you as well if you guys are down there as well. Hope everything stays okay with you guys. So now no new tornado warnings that I'm aware of right now. Let's go ahead and just do a quick scan here. Yeah, so we're just looking at these thunderstorm risks here. We can see we have some radar indicated mesocyclones here. And some radar indicated rotating supercells down here, which we can definitely see, even though it is pretty far away because this isn't a radar hole, meaning that there's really not a good radar site to really depict what's going on there. You can definitely still see some broad rotation within that. Still same story over here, seeing some broad rotation, very weak broad rotation, but it's still there. In like areas like this, we're really gonna have to watch out for. That is not severe thunderstorm risked, but there is some decently nice broad rotation within that. Something that we're gonna have to monitor very, very closely. Weather today says, "Hello, Weather Central. I'm getting insane lightning, man." That is. I hope you do get some great footage, man. By the way, hey, how are you doing? Let's go ahead and check over there. See what's going on. I know there was a couple tornado warnings and severe thunderstorm warnings within your region earlier today. Let's see here. Depiction. Wow, yeah, you probably are seeing actually some very nice thunderstorms right now within parts of the mid-Atlantic here. You can see there is some just south of Virginia Beach, some into parts of northern North Carolina that could have some very heavy hail with that. Have you guys been getting any hail over there? Just curious. We actually could take a look at that on correlation coefficient. Actually, no, we'll just see what he says. Let's go back to these warnings down to the south here. These are just your severe thunderstorm warnings. These are not tornado warnings as of right now, but this definitely could change in the near future. So everybody, if you guys are watching this, stay tuned, as tonight could get worse as this these squall lines move further down, and as we do get to nightfall. So it looks like we have a new severe thunderstorm warning for parts of extreme northwestern Arkansas, extending into parts of eastern Oklahoma here. Let's go ahead and let's see what's going on within this, because I do not remember this. This is for parts of northwestern Benton County in northwestern Arkansas and southeastern Delaware County in northeastern Oklahoma. A severe thunderstorm was located 3 miles northeast of Colcord, moving east at 30 miles an hour. I'm sorry if I did pronounce that wrong. The hazard is 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. So if you guys do have any sort of cars parked outside and you guys could park them in the garage, definitely do so. But definitely stay safe and go ahead and get in your guys' safe shelters. You guys, be safe within, because you guys are in that severe thunderstorm warning. Weather today says, yes, I got pea-sized hail in something North Carolina. The whole ground was covered with golf ball-sized hail. I'm very close to there. Wow, that's crazy. I really haven't experienced much hail recently, but that's crazy. Hazard 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. We just went over that. Source is radar indicated. Impact is hail damage to vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs, sidings, and trees. Locations in or near the path include Bentonville, Colcord, Maysville, sorry. Not very good at pronouncing these guys. Very sorry. Cherokee City. If you guys are anywhere within those, in the close vicinity to Bentonville, Colcord, Cherokee City, into parts of northwestern Arkansas, definitely take shelter, as you guys are under a severe thunderstorm warning. Hail here is showing 1 inch in diameter, so very impactful, to say the least. Let's see. Do we have any sort of other warning here? No, we do not. So if you guys do have any questions I will still be monitoring these. But if you guys have any questions that I could answer in terms of what you guys could see tonight, I will definitely try to go over those. So let's see here. So looking here, still some sort of radar indicated rotating supercells just south of Monroe, Louisiana here. That is, like I said, this is radar indicated. Very strong hail within this. So we're definitely going to want to monitor this cell here as it does move east-northeast. I do apologize for my dog if you guys do keep hearing him. So we also do have some very strong thunderstorms just to the southeast of Shreveport into Winfield. Or I guess I should say it is just northwest of Winfield. But that looks like it will be moving its way north or east-northeast. Weather at a glance is hey Weather Central. Hello Weather at a glance. How are you doing? I hope you are having an amazing day. Thank you for tuning into the stream. So right now, guys, still nothing too crazy. There's those severe thunderstorm warnings, but I would not be surprised if, especially down to parts of the, let's just go ahead and highlight it. If anywhere in this general vicinity here we do get some sort of tornado warnings in the near future, obviously we're still going to have to monitor this more northern portion to the storm, as we did get some of those tornado warnings issued. But right now, our main concern, since that tornado warning was expired up to the north, we're really going to want to watch these storms to the south as they are getting strength. Worldwide Weather says I am in I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing this wrong, Louisiana. I love hurricane season, LOL, and we'll definitely see some severe weather early in the morning. Yes, you definitely will see severe weather. I've actually never been in or in the path of a hurricane, but I heard that, they're very destructive. So I hope you definitely do stay safe this hurricane season, as Louisiana and parts of the Gulf are looking to get a fair share of it this summer into early October. So I hope you do stay safe this hurricane season for sure. And thank you for tuning into the stream. Going back to our cells here, you can see there is a decent amount of cells surrounding Yazoo City, which I do believe in the last recent years they did see a big tornado. I think it was like an EF3 or EF2. Nothing, to go into the record books, but still definitely a big, significant tornado that caused significant damage within Yazoo City. But there's a couple cells that look to be, some cells that actually look to be coming down from Vicksburg, moving up to Yazoo City. So if you guys know anybody in Yazoo City, share this stream with them, as this could help them stay weather aware in case they do get that severe thunderstorm warning, as there is some hail introduced with this system, and that is moving towards Yazoo City. We definitely do have some high precipitation thunderstorms as well moving its way in. Let's check if actually how much rotation we have within the atmosphere. So we really haven't checked that much. So definitely still some broad rotation over here, and I guess broad rotation generally within this entire region here, but we're not seeing any tight rotation as of right now. Let's see here. We're really in some radar holes here, or the radar just really isn't wanting to pick anything up. Let's see what we have here. Okay, this is a little bit better. We do have some radar indicated mesocyclones with some strong rotation. Sorry, don't mean to say that. With some general broad rotation, just north and west of Tupelo, Mississippi. Here, we have some general rotation here that we're gonna want to keep an eye out on. This is severe thunderstorm warned, so let's go ahead and take a look at this severe thunderstorm warning. Let's see if it is torr possible. Hazard tennis ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So it doesn't look like this is torr possible, at least what the National Weather Service is saying. But a severe thunderstorm was located near Blair, or 9 miles northwest of Tupelo, moving east at 15 miles an hour. So this is a relatively slower moving system, so it will be packing a punch within it. Sorry if I do pronounce these locations wrong, as I'm not familiar with these areas. The hazard is tennis ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. The source is radar indicated, but that is some very big hail. So definitely something to really keep an eye out on, as it could cause a lot of damage. Impacts is people and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, sidings, windows, and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs, sidings, and trees. Locations impacted include Baldwin, New Harmony, Pratt, Friendship, Blair, Sherman, Blue Springs, Graham, Jericho, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing some of these wrong. Some of them I won't be able even to pronounce. But if you guys do know the general vicinity of where this is, definitely stay tuned because you guys could be getting some severe weather in the future. Alpine, Blackland, and Birmingham, and I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Precautions, preparedness, actions. The storm will be producing large hail, so seek shelter now inside a sturdy structure and stay away from windows. Definitely agree with that. This is a radar-indicated mesocyclone. We can see. Let's go ahead and look at wind gusts within this. You can see we're not really seeing. We might be seeing some gate-to-gate shear here. 15 on 20 here. Wouldn't be surprised if this goes tornado warned in the near future. Worldwide Weather says Katrina did a lot of damage to my city and got very lucky that we only got direct hit from only Zeta. Wow. I can't remember how long ago Hurricane Katrina was. Wasn't that, I'm going to sound dumb if I say this wrong, but wasn't that in like 2005? Or was it more recent? Well, yeah, you guys are very lucky, though, that you guys did only get a direct hit from Zeta. There was quite a bit of hurricanes, though, for the Gulf this season. It's actually a very active pattern as for that La Nina pattern. So still no tornado warnings issued at the moment. I would go to Spotter Network and have that open on my other tab, but, I don't really. My computer won't be able to handle it. 15 years, yep, yeah, okay, so around 2005, that's what I thought. I think there was a I Survived book out on it, so I think that's the only reason why I know, but, so going back, let's go ahead and look at some of these more northern storms. We've been talking about these southern storms, which we're really going to want to keep an eye out on, but right now, things look to generally be calm, but this too low storm, though, we will get back to in a brief moment, but that is looking very concerning right now. Actually, no, we're going to go ahead and stay on this as if this does go tornado warned. I do want to know about it first, as those northern systems aren't looking too impactful. If you guys are just now tuning into the stream, thank you guys so much. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. If you guys do have any questions on your locations, leave them down in the live chat, and I will try to answer them to the best of my ability that I can. Also want to start off and say, or not start off, but I do want to say I'm no ways a meteorologist. I am not professionally trained within storm chasing, so definitely you guys will, I can seek and give you guys guidance to what could be happening. But if you guys have any official questions, ask the National Weather Service. Going back to this, still some very broad rotation here. Some maybe gate-to-gate shear occurring. Let's take a look here. So we have 20 on 10. It's just not there yet with that couplet. Well, let's go ahead and look at wind gusts here. We can see wind gusts of 30. In Blue Springs, you could get up to 40s in some isolated areas. But you're looking at some very strong winds. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts possible just east of Tupelo there. He said, are you using a pre-built PC? Yes, I am, but I hope to, in the future, build my own PC. My brother did build one, but I just decided to use his old one because I needed a Windows PC rather than using my Chromebook, so I could stream and use OBS. But yeah, I am using a pre-built PC. It's not, obviously pre-builts aren't known for being the best quality. So I am looking to get, a decent custom-built PC with some, decent specs and a good graphics card, for sure. That's going to be my next investment, but it probably won't be for a little bit because, that costs money. Let's go ahead. Change the radar sites. Let's go ahead and look in Texas. We really haven't. I don't actually think that we have looked in Texas. So we're gonna look at the Dallas station here, the Dallas Fort Worth. You can see maybe some sort of rotation within it. Very isolated and broad. Let's go to depiction. This is this severe thunderstorm warning here. Yeah, okay, so some very heavy precipitation will be in some of these isolated cells. Generally east of Fort Worth and where's Dallas relative to this? Okay, I'm not gonna worry about it. But if you guys are east of Fort Worth and Arlington, Texas, you guys definitely could be seeing some sort of severe thunderstorms within the near future. There's some very high precipitation within them. Your tornado threat throughout this specific cell and warning looks to be fairly low. We have some broad rotation though within some of these regions though, so we're gonna want to keep an eye out on it. GPU prices stink right now. Yeah, they really do. I was gonna look, I was going to build a PC earlier this year, but I think I was looking at an RX 580, I believe, and those were going for 260, 270, which isn't bad, but even the RX 570s were going for 200 plus. So, Weather at a glance says, so glad you got a new computer to stream on. Yes, I am. I've had this ever since I did start my YouTube channel, but I switched in between the Chromebook and the PC just because it was a lot quicker if I used my Chromebook. But then for quickness, I was not getting the quality that I wanted out of it, which not really too sure how quality. Or I'm trying to make my forecast as high quality as I can. But just you're really having to sacrifice the speed of getting the forecast done by doing that higher quality. But it definitely is worth it though, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm definitely hoping to get some sort of new, custom built in the near future. Looking at wind gusts, we could see 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and this is just, let's see here. Let's see where this is. Into parts of, let's see here. Sorry guys, my computer is very slow. Southeast of Coffeyville, I believe is how you pronounce that, Mississippi. Some very strong wind gusts, and that is a radar-indicated mesocyclone here. So we definitely are going to keep an eye on that as that does move off to the east. He said, or Worldwide Weather says I have a 570. Nice. Is it a 4 gig or is it a 2 gig? Or do they come out with 8 gig models for the RX 570? I'm really not sure. But yeah, definitely that's still a very, decent graphics card. I'd be lucky to have one. Those things are really nice for sure. Let me know how you like it, cause I might. I'm trying to stay on the more budget end, so definitely an RX 570 wouldn't be out of the question. So let me know how you like it, so that I can use that for future reference. So let's go ahead and let's just take a scan right now, of the United States here. Let's go ahead. We really haven't. I was gonna go over these earlier, but that system down to the southeast looked a little bit more significant, but we can go ahead. Let's go ahead and look at this. I guess this radar site's closer. We'll look at this northwestern Arkansas storm, as we really have. So it looks like general broad rotation. Tornado chance, I believe, is in 2% for this area, so you're generally not looking at too big of a tornado chance. But obviously this is current time, and that was forecasted back around 12 o'clock. Very high precipitation thunderstorm here. And that is 4 parts just west of Bentonville. He said it is only a 4 gigabyte and they have 8 gigabytes too. Nice. So how do you enjoy it? Does it, run the programs nice and everything? Because I think that once I do get that better, PC, I will be streaming more quite often. It's just, I'm really, nervous every time I stream that my computer's going to crash or something. So I don't typically do it as much. So looking here, on the wider radar mode here, my computer's very touchy. Okay, so let's go see if we can change to a closer radar site. We might be looking at already some squall line thunderstorms developing, which was forecasted through the HRRR when I was looking right before I started the stream. There did look to be sort of a squall line extending all the way up into parts of Missouri. That was going to be pressing east and southeast later tonight, and that would be delivering that biggest severe weather threat. And it looks like we're starting to see that in some of these regions here, or some of these squall lines, you could get some cells pop out just east of that squall line and or just west. As it's more likely though to be pushed off to the east, as we do have that more dry and cooler air pressing in behind this squall line here. But if you do get some of these cells isolated in front of this squall line here, you definitely could be looking at a tornado chance. You can see here they're showing some radar indicated rotating thunderstorms here, and that it will be pressing towards McAllister, Alderson, Savannah. Let's see where, I believe this is in Oklahoma. Yeah, McAllister's in Oklahoma. So if you guys know anybody within that general vicinity, make them weather aware. Send them this live stream that they will be getting some sort of severe weather in the near future, possibly if you do get an extension to that. So that was a none ping. Not sure why that was there. So it looks like, what would that be? 1/4 inch size hail within this northwestern Arkansas cell here. You can see a lot of precip that will be pressing its way off to the Ozarks in the near future. That is available from Oklahoma and Kansas right now. Weather today says tonight's going to be a long night, folks. Yes, it definitely will be. But thankfully, I have weather today. And I'm going to I might be adding a few moderators in the near future. But weather today is a moderator for this channel. So if he does give you guys any information, definitely know that he is a trusted source here. I did see a new question. I will be getting to that in just a second. Let's see here. There we go. Okay. So Worldwide Weather says it's decent, but it's getting up there in age. But when GPU prices go back down, you should probably go with the 580. Hopefully gets back to 189. Yeah, definitely. I would rather go with the RX 580, but if the GPU prices still stay very high, I might wait to build a PC, or I might just settle for that 570, and then maybe for next Christmas ask for 580. Seth Carter says Fort Smith. Yes, so that's right here. Let's go ahead and we can definitely take a look for your area right now. So there's a radar site right around Fort Smith. So there might be some sort of radar interference here. So if it does get too bad, we will switch the radar site. But yeah, definitely you can see here some cells making its way down to your area. In the near future, I'd say let's go ahead and see how fast moving these cells are. 14 knots, so approximately 25 miles an hour. Let's see just how far those storms are. 50, I believe that's 59.1 miles. So I'd say within the next hour or two, you could start to be seeing some of those cells push your way. And obviously you could see some of those random cells pop up here or there and deliver maybe some moderate rainfall. But your general bigger cells look to come in around 1 to 2 hours out from now, which hopefully I still will be streaming by then. But yeah, I'll definitely keep you updated on your area into Fort Smith, Arkansas. And yeah, let's go ahead and look at our warnings right now. So we still just do have those general severe thunderstorm warnings. Flash floods for Virginia and around the mid-Atlantic, as you do get that coastal effect. Let's see here. Let's go back down to these southern systems here. Let's go to the one that was around Tupelo. So you can see that is maybe some sort of inflow here. And you would get those RFDs on the back end. Maybe some sort of, tornado there. Definitely don't want to say that yet, though. Let's go ahead and look at velocity. There still is that general broad rotation just around Tupelo. So we're really going to have to monitor that. That stayed pretty consistent over the last couple of frames within this radar scope. And some very, very strong wind gusts here. Let's go ahead and look at that. We could even see some 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts here. That's some very strong wind gusts, guys. If you guys are in anywhere south of Tupelo, actually, let's go ahead and make that a little easier. West of Houston, Mississippi, definitely be prepared for some sort of strong wind gusts. And even Houston, be prepared for some sort of strong wind gusts in the near future. You can see there actually is some broad rotation, though, within Houston. Not enough really to spark a tornado warning, but there is that general broad rotation to stay a little bit concerned about for the near future later into tonight. Yeah, so we're really going to have to monitor this. I don't really like how that is right now, but overall, in the last little bit, hasn't gone tornado warned, so obviously the National Weather Service has an opinion on what it's going to do. Obviously, I don't know it because I'm not a meteorologist anyways. So yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go look at this. I'm not sure which site will be the best for these systems here, whether it'll be the Monroe or the Shreveport or the Jackson, Mississippi one. So there's a lot of interference on the Jackson one. I bet there will be here on the Shreveport one as well. Okay, so we will be able to look at this more southern severe thunderstorm warning, but we won't be able to look at that. But some general broad rotation, some strong wind gusts. Ooh, I don't like that. I definitely do not like that there. I'm not sure if that's just a radar interference or what that is. We have some strong wind gusts of 80, almost 100 miles an hour indicated by this. Gonna want to keep an eye on that. That might just be a interference within the radar. Gonna want to keep an eye on that for sure. Even is an interference, so we do still have that general broad rotation available down there. So we can see that. No, it didn't. It looked like it expired. But that is a generally smaller severe thunderstorm risk, though. Or severe thunderstorm warning, though. So that is good. In terms of how much people that will be affected by it. Let's go. Let's see here. Let's just go ahead. We're gonna start off reading some severe thunderstorm warnings. Let's go ahead and go back down to. I'm going to go ahead and set our view on that Tupelo system. So it does look like Tupelo is just the southern portion of Tupelo is under a severe thunderstorm warning. And that is for that very strong or that general broad rotation cell there. Possibly forming some tight rotation. As this radar is 5 minutes old, as you know that new data is coming in. So we definitely want to keep an eye on this system, but I'll go ahead and read off some severe thunderstorm warnings right now. So actually, let's go to the very top. So this severe thunderstorm warning is for Rankin and Scott County. Severe thunderstorm warning, severe thunderstorm located over, not going to try to pronounce that, but you guys know that county if you guys live within it, or 8 miles southwest of Morton, moving northeast at 25 miles an hour, hazard 60 mile an hour wind gusts and quarter size hail. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roof sidings and trees. Definitely take your guys to safe shelter right now, as you guys don't want to get caught within that hail. Our second severe thunderstorm warning is for Winston County, in Mississippi. Severe thunderstorm was located 9 miles east of Zama, or 12 miles southwest of Louisville, Louisiana, moving northeast at 30 miles an hour, hazard 60 mile an hour wind gusts, and quarter size hail. That looks to be the general criteria for the severe thunderstorm warnings right now. Source is radar indicated. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roof sidings and trees. Hail looks to be at that 1 inch right there. So generally those severe thunderstorm risks will stay the same. Let's go ahead and go to our Arkansas one. Then we'll go to the Oklahoma ones as well. Current conditions in the OKC Metro. Okay, thank you Weather Today for giving out that information. If you guys do get any information from Weather Today or any other moderator that I do have on this channel, know that it is a trusted source and that you guys can trust it. Obviously, everyone in this chat generally will have some trusted sources if they are giving them out. So, yes, thank you, Weather Today, for that information. Going on to this Benton County for Arkansas, we do have that severe thunderstorm warning. Severe thunderstorm was located over Gravett. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Moving east at 30 miles an hour, hazard 60 mile an hour wind gusts and quarter size hail. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roof sidings and trees. Locations in or near the path include, and then I really can't pronounce those two because, I don't even want to try to pronounce them. So I do apologize for that. Moving on to our Oklahoma severe thunderstorm warning. This is in effect for Carter, Cole, Johnston, Marshall, Murray, and I don't want to try to pronounce that other one, but for those counties, a severe thunderstorm was located along a line extending from 4 miles east of, I don't really know how to pronounce that, to near Mill Creek to 5 miles northwest of, don't know how to pronounce that either, moving east at 30 miles an hour. I really need to figure out how to pronounce most of these places. You'd think that by now I would know, but I really don't. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roof sidings and trees. generally that'll stay the same for most of those Oklahoma ones. Louisiana, let's see here, still generally 60-mile-an-hour wind gust looks to be that general criteria here. But you are seeing dollar size hail possible down into half dollar size hail available for parts of Louisiana. But I'm not going to bore you guys too much, as I know you guys are probably here for that severe weather. So we are seeing 60s to maybe 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts just east of Houston, Mississippi there. Like I said, 60s, possibly 70s within some general isolated areas. Worldwide weather says today, 3 a.m., I woke up to a radar-indicated tornado 2 miles west of me, but it was not on the ground until it got Hannock County, Mississippi. Yeah, there was actually some tornado warnings last night. I'm glad that it did stay a radar-indicated tornado, not a confirmed tornado, for sure. So yeah, generally we do have that really zoomed in quick. So we do have sort of a strong wind gust moving east-northeast here, just east of Houston, just west of Houston right now. Could be moving up to Tupelo in the near future. Let's go ahead and look at precipitation depiction and super res reflectivity. So you can see this is generally a squall line of thunderstorms, very strong thunderstorms though. You can see those 60s and 66s, very strong rain and thunderstorms. Let's go back to, actually we'll stay on this for just a little bit longer. Nothing too crazy going on right now. This generally looks to stay at those severe thunderstorm warnings. Hopefully we stay as this and don't have to get into those tornado warnings. But if we do, I will definitely be covering that on this live stream for sure. Generally nothing too crazy going on down here. I was at that Tupelo system. Let's go ahead. Just south of, south of Tupelo. Let's go ahead and see just how far away that is. Tupelo's right there. Generally, this isn't really too accurate, but around 40 miles south of Tupelo, we do have some sort of radar-indicated rotating thunderstorm here. You guys can see shown with those rotating arrows there. Let's look at velocity here. Yeah, some definite rotation. You have some sort of weaker rotation over here, trying to mix in with this strong gust front moving in. So yeah, some definite broad rotation here, rotating thunderstorm like it was indicated here. Meso strength is at 3,371, moving northeast at 40 knots. So that equates to just over 50 miles an hour, I believe. Thank you, Weather Today, for that update. Guys, if you guys are in the chat, definitely look at what Weather Today is updating in the chat, as he is kind of giving you guys more in depth on each severe thunderstorm warning. Let's go ahead. We do have a viewer in Fort Smith, so we're just gonna go ahead and go back right now, as we aren't seeing too crazy of anything going on right now. Obviously, we're gonna want to look at, or keep an eye out on that Tupelo system, as I've said multiple times. Probably by the time we get back to that, it will be east of Tupelo, more than likely. So we still do have those cells. They're getting closer to Fort Smith for sure. You can see we will have maybe some sort of lighter activity here. Those cells are getting closer as we speak. Generally some very strong cells, as indicated by these pinks and purples there. Let's look at let's see here, super res reflectivity, see if we do have any hail, or I guess some very noticeable hail. First thing that comes to mind here is this system up here, just just north of Fort Gibson, Oklahoma there. Some definite hail is possible within that. Hail size almost 2 inches in diameter. Most of these look to be producing hail at least a half an inch or greater. This cell here, you can see some places getting affected by this bigger cell here, as indicated in these timestamps here at 8:44. It'll be approximately there. By 8:59, it'll be around Sand Hills, just south of Braggs, Oklahoma, and then by 9:14, it'll be just north of Paradise Hills, and by 9:30, it'll be just south of Keys and Dry Creek, Oklahoma. There. If you guys are just now tuning into the stream, thank you guys so much. By the way, guys, we do have a tornado warning for that rotating thunderstorm that we were just going over. Let's go ahead and change the radar sites here. Very close to the radar, we might have some sort of interference within this, but generally we're going to try to see what type of information we can get here. Maybe some sort of hook echo developing here, but we definitely have an inflow notch here. Maybe that is just that radar interference there. Oh yeah, some definite rotation here, some very strong rotation, but generally this does have sort of a radar interference within it. As you guys can see, it's very scattered with these little lines here within the velocity. See if we have what type of wind gusts we're dealing with, at least shown by this radar. 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts up to 60 more than likely. Let's go ahead and take a look at, no, we don't want that severe thunderstorm warning. We want that tornado warning. Let's go look at what it is saying right now. Tornado warning for northeastern Rankin County in central Mississippi, western Scott County in central Mississippi. Guys, if you guys do know anybody around Mississippi, or I guess I should say in central Mississippi, share this live stream with them right now, guys. We need to keep everybody weather aware right now. So this says a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Pelahatchie. I'm sorry if I pronounced that right, or if I pronounced that wrong, or 10 miles southwest of Morton, moving northeast at 25 miles an hour. The hazard is tornado and quarter-size hail. This is a radar indicated rotation here. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm will be near Morton around 8:55, Leesburg around 9, Branch around 9:05, Forkville around 9:10, and Ludlow around 9:25. Precautions and awareness actions that is being promoted by the National Weather Service right now is take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows if you are outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle. Move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Guys, I cannot say this more than enough. If you guys are within, if you guys are driving and you guys are in these tornado warnings, the worst thing that you can do is take cover in under a bridge or overpass. Weather today says confirmed spotter reported tornado near Pelahatchie. Or yeah, that's this right here. We can definitely see that rotation within this. We do have that gate-to-gate shear here of 40 and 25. So we're looking at very strong gate-to-gate shear here. Thank you, Weather Today, for that update. So reported tornado right now, right here. Let's go ahead and write this just in case anybody doesn't have their volume up. Reported tornado. Guys, my handwriting isn't the best. It looks like I said tomato. It's okay, though. Thank you, Weather Today, for sure, for updating us on that. That is much appreciated. Guys, if you guys know anybody within this general vicinity, even Jacksonville, if you guys know anybody around the Jacksonville area, eastward, please share this live stream with them right now. Let's keep everybody weather aware, as this is a generally wider tornado warning. So this will be affecting a wider amount of people than if it was a smaller tornado warning. If you guys know anybody, there is a confirmed tornado right now just around Pelahatchie, Mississippi here, just east of Jackson, Mississippi, and it will be moving east-northeast. Gonna want to keep an eye out on this right now. We're not going to go to any other storm unless it does go tornado warned, but guys, we do have a confirmed tornado, like I've said multiple times, just around Pelahatchie. Sorry if I'm pronouncing this wrong, but I'm going to have to say this quite a bit of times, though, because that is where that is, Pelahatchie, Mississippi. We do not have any more tornado warnings, so we are going to focus on this system here. Let's see if we do have a debris ball within this, or if this might be, too dated radar information to really go into that. Super res correlation coefficient. Yeah, so definitely a debris ball here. This might just be that, radar interference as we are super close to this. But definitely a confirmed tornado thanks to Weather Today, who was looking on Spotter Network, who had this confirmed tornado in Pelahatchie right now. Let's go. Let's see here. We're going to go back to super res velocity here. I will be right back, guys. It'll be like 10 seconds. But yeah. All right, guys, I am back. Like I was saying earlier, a confirmed tornado was reported near Pelahatchie, Mississippi. If you guys know anyone in the general vicinity of Pelahatchie, Mississippi, extending northward and even eastward around Jackson, Mississippi, send this live stream to them right now, as this could be some life-saving information. There is a confirmed tornado on the ground right now. Thank you to Weather Today for providing us with that information. We're going to keep an eye on this very, very closely. We do not have any other tornado warnings right now. So this is one of our first tornadoes reported today. Let's see here. Let's see if we do have a hook echo on this yet. Yep. Okay, yeah. This is very bad, guys. A defined hook echo here where that tornado is. We have our inflow notch right here. We have our RFDs on this side in our tornado in this general vicinity. Guys, this is a very dangerous situation here. If you guys know anyone around Pelahatchie, Mississippi, extending east-northeastward around, or I guess I should say east of Jacksonville, send this live stream to them right now, as this could be some life-saving information. Everyone, if you guys are in this tornado warning, take shelter immediately, like the National Weather Service was saying, into the basement of an interior room with no windows or doors. If you guys do not have a basement, get into a bathroom or any room in the more central area of your house that does not have any windows, as that will be your best chance to stay safe within this tornado. So very, very noticeable hook echo here. This is a very dangerous situation, guys. I cannot stress that enough. Looking on Super Res, still showing that it looks like our tornado is could be wrong, but it looks like it is just northwest of Pelahatchie right now, as we do have our inflow notch right there, and we will get our RFDs here. So it probably is somewhere around here by now, as this is some dated information. If Weather Today does have any more accurate information on this, he will be putting in the comment section, guys. So I hope you guys are staying tuned to that live chat, as that will be updated anytime any new sort of information is available. Very dangerous situation right now, guys. Very strong rotation here. We do have that gate-to-gate shear. Let's go ahead and just look at that right now. Sorry, guys. Keep on hitting the wrong button. This is going to zoom in really quick. I hope you guys are ready. Oh, it doesn't zoom in more than that. Yeah, that's my bad. 50 on 30. So definitely some very strong shear there. It is a lot stronger than that, definitely. But that is what this dated radar run is showing. So really what we're going to be relying on right now is what this is showing. We can see right now our tornado is likely to, let's go back to Super Res reflectivity so we don't have that green around there. So this is a little more defined for you guys. You can see a defined hook echo here, right there. Inflow notch right there. RFDs on the back end. And you do have your FFDs here, which will be your very heavy rain-wrapped hail core type of stuff within this system. And your tornado is probably somewhere just of this area right here, so somewhere maybe around here by now. So just north of Pelahatchie here, just west of Morton, Mississippi. Very dangerous situation, guys. I hope you guys, if you guys do know anybody here, you guys are sending this live stream to them, and keeping them weather aware. This is a very dangerous situation. Let's see if they have updated this. A confirmed tornado. Yes, thank you to Weather Today for putting that in the chat. A confirmed tornado near Pelahatchie or 8 miles west of Morton, moving north at 25 miles an hour. Damaging tornado. Flying debris will be dangerous, caught to those without shelter. Yes, very, very dangerous situation. I'm sorry that I'm saying the exact same stuff, but in case we do have any of those newer viewers, just want to stress that to them. Definitely a debris ball here. You guys can see that. That is within this hook echo. Let's go to... Oops, I did not mean to go to that. But you can see even on composite reflectivity, it's showing it, that defined hook echo there. Definitely doesn't show it as much because this is, a more blockier version of it. And that's generally not what you want to look at. But so this, some areas of this was just chopped off, and that is included for Pelahatchie. So if you guys are in into downtown Pelahatchie southward, you guys are safe to come out of your guys' shelters now. I hope anyone who is affected by this is, limited damage, if at all, to your guys' house. I hope you guys are staying safe, and we are all praying for you guys. Weather Today says now 3 reports over tornado with that storm. Violent hook echo. Yes, a very violent hook echo, and like he just said, 3 tornadoes reported within this. This is very, sad to see. And even on this newer radar update, you can still see there's still possibly a tornado within this. And you can see that general wide hook echo there. This is a classic textbook supercell here. As we do have that here. Let's just go ahead, and while we have this here, because we're not getting any new information, your RFDs here, which is that very strong winds, inflow here, your FFDs moving down somewhere around there, and your very nasty hail core and wind core available around these 2 regions here. Weather Today says new severe thunderstorm watch for parts of eastern Oklahoma and western Arkansas. Thank you for that update, Weather Today. You really are helping out with this stream so much. I could not thank you more than enough. Still a violent hook echo. Not looking too crazy in this newer update, but there is confirmed tornadoes on the ground within this tornado warning. If you guys know anybody within the general area of Morton, extending, I guess I should say east of Jackson, west of Morton, in central Mississippi, send this live stream to them right now, as this could be life-saving information. Sorry if you guys do hear my dog eating in the background. You guys probably will at some point, which I do apologize. Let's go to velocity here. Yeah, some very strong rotation here. You can see right in here, very, very strong rotation. These aren't really showing for some reason super strong winds, which I'm very disappointed in, because I do want to see just what these ratings could be. I'm not really sure if these are, strong violent tornadoes, or if they're just those normal, typical tornadoes. But either way, these are going to be very dangerous. So if you guys are in these tornado warnings, specifically this one, because this is the only one issued right now, please take shelter immediately to the lowest interior room of your house. I am going to try to get my dog to stop eating real fast. I'll be right back. Alright, she's going to eat regardless of what I say. So if you guys do hear that, I do apologize. Some hail within this, hail size 1/2 inch. I do believe that, that's somewhat true, because that correlation coefficient wasn't too crazy. Definitely think we would be seeing a more defined, velocity, reflectivity if we weren't so close to that radar site. If we were somewhere out here, we'd be seeing a lot more nastier sort of velocity reflectivity off of this. So let's go ahead and obviously we still have this confirmed tornado on the ground, so we're going to want to stay with this system. No other tornado warnings to go over right now. So it says our main area of concern. If you guys do have any questions on any other region that you guys are in, leave them down in the live chat, and I will be answering those right after I'm done with this tornado warning. Hopefully this moves off fairly quickly, so one, I can get you guys' questions, and 2, we can try to limit the amount of lives that could be taken by this from the system. Let's go back to correlation coefficient here. Maybe some sort of debris ball within this indicated here. That's either very strong debris ball or that is hail, and that since that is a confirmed tornado, that is some, most likely flying debris right now. Very dangerous situation, guys. I cannot stress that enough. Let's go back to depiction, and we'll see just relative to, you can see the Hook Echo is, kind of losing its, oh wait, no, on super res reflectivity, it is coming back up. Sorry guys, I'm taking off my socks right now. Okay, back to what I was saying. Let's go ahead and loop this real fast just to see relative to what it has been doing, and see if we are seeing a weakening stage. FZN Blaze says confirmed. Wow, yeah, it is very sad to see this. So you can see it is somewhat weakening, but still we have a general, very strong Hook Echo here. Or not a very strong at this point, but we do still have that Hook Echo, as you guys can see there. So still very strong. I do believe that this is still a tornado on the ground. Correct me if I'm wrong, mods, but a confirmed tornado within this tornado warning just west of Morton, just east of Jackson, Mississippi. Jackson really dodged a bullet here because that is a very populated city. That would be very catastrophic if this was there. Obviously, it's catastrophic no matter where it is placed, but still, we're very lucky that we dodged a bullet here, that it did not produce down here. Okay. So, looking back here, it still has that Hook Echo. We're really going to want to keep an eye on this here. We got our inflow. Tornado, if it is still produced by the time that this, radar, this was 8:51, it's 8:54 right now, could be somewhere over here, maybe even somewhere like right here. Oh, we have a researched Hook Echo here. You can see it is a lot more defined within our last frame. Some hail within this. We do have that hail core just north of that tornado here. And I do believe, relative to what this is showing right now, that we still do have a tornado on the ground. If you guys could, or I guess I should say weather today, if you could see if it's still confirmed, that'd be great. If not, it's totally okay. Yeah, still defined Hook Echo here. Very strong rotation. Let's go ahead and actually go back to rotation. We'll give it a second to load. Yeah, very, very strong rotation, guys. This is definitely not a storm to mess with. If you guys are within this tornado warning, or if you guys know anybody around the general vicinity of Central Mississippi, please send this live stream to them right now, as this could be some life-saving information and could keep them safe within this storm. Let's go ahead and look at some of these wind gusts. We're seeing I don't like how this velocity isn't really picking up right now in terms of how strong our winds actually are. Looks like we just got a new update. James Bradford said that's a picture of it. I don't know if you put a picture in the chat or not, but I can't see it. Still defined Hook Echo there. Gosh, guys, this is a really bad situation right now. Definitely don't like to see this very nasty hail core north of that tornado. We still have a very defined Hook Echo here. Guys, this is bad, bad, bad. Let's see if they do have any updates on this tornado warning. Tornado warning remains in effect until 9:30 p.m. That could be, we could see some tornado warnings, possibly if this system does still keep its strength. We could see a tornado warning extended on for portions probably around here, if I had to guess. Very defined Hook Echo, confirmed tornado, just west of Morton and northeast of Jackson, Mississippi. Damaging tornado and quarter-size hail, weather spotters, confirmed tornado, as we did get that from Weather Today. Weather Today just said, still on the ground, spotters are following the storm. Thank you so much, Weather Today. So still a damaging tornado is still on the ground right now. There is spotters still, chasing this storm, so we will know as soon as it does rope out. To repeat, a tornado is on the ground. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows if you are outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. That is the National Weather Service's recommended precautionary and preparedness actions to take right now, as there is still a very damaging, violent tornado on the ground just north of Pelahatchie, Mississippi, into central Mississippi, and soon it could be possibly approaching Carthage if this does not lose strength. That is, anticipating that it doesn't lose strength, but definitely still some tornado warnings could be added on as this does move north. Weather Today says this supercell is moving into a linear mode of storms, but the tornado should die out as it moves into more unfavorable environment. That is true. Thank you for that, Weather Today. Let's see. I don't know if we actually do have any more tornado warnings here. No, so it does not look like we do. Guys, this is a very dangerous situation. Very bad one to be in for sure. If you guys know anybody within these regions into central Mississippi, send this live stream to them. We'll keep them weather aware and try to help them brave out this storm, as this is a confirmed tornado on the ground. Thank you to Weather Today for giving us that information. Looking at a general view of it, it is still intensified hook echo here. Something that we're not going to want to take lightly. Let's go and look at velocity for our rotation. Yeah, some definitely still strong rotation here, as indicated here. Let's go look at our reflectivity here. Yeah, still nasty hail core up to the northern portion of this. You can see this is looking like it is getting some rain mixed in within it. Possibly this might just be an interference, but could possibly be a rain wrap tornado in the near future. But still a defined strong hook echo here for sure. Definitely not a good situation to be in right now. Weather Today says he has a image of the tornado. If we're to pull it up on the stream, I will do that here. I'm going to switch the frame real fast just in case this does pull up on my, because I want to pull the picture up before I do move it over. But I will switch the frame back in just a second. Okay, so it did pull up over here. So we're going to go ahead and move this back to our stream here. Okay, so sent it through Discord. Wow, that is a violent tornado here. I'm going to pull up the image here. I'm actually not sure if I'm going to leak anything, so I'm going to open up the page first. I'll be back in just a second, guys. So to reiterate what I have been going over, there's a confirmed tornado on the ground right now, just north of Pelahatchie. Very, very bad situation. Right now I'm trying to pull up the image here. Let's see here. Let's actually, what I'm going to do here, it looks like it is loading right now on my secondary monitor here. This is taking forever. I do apologize. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull up, let's see here. Okay, so it looks like it is opening right now. Sorry guys, it will be just a second. This is taking quite a bit. I do apologize. And if you guys haven't already, if this doesn't pull up on Weather Today's Discord server, I believe there will be a picture of this tornado. But it is a very violent, dangerous tornado. I'm actually not able to pull it up right now because my computer is not allowing me. But a confirmed violent tornado. It looked very bad from the terms of the picture that I saw. It looked like probably an EF2 tornado. I could be wrong. I'm not a meteorologist. But that is what it did look like. Still a defined hook echo here. Very strong rotation still within this storm. We're going to want to keep a close eye out on this. We have a very nasty hail core still up to that north. Let's go ahead and look at correlation coefficient here. Let's see what we're looking at. Yeah, some nasty debris balls within this. Very, very dangerous. This is definitely not good at all. So it looks like my radar scope is trying to get mad at me right now. It's not really wanting to load that much. So still, we do have that tornado warning for Rankin and Scott County in central Mississippi. Would not be surprised in the near future, since this hook echo is still there. If we do get some sort of extended tornado warning to this, Weather Today does have the Twitter link in the live chat, so feel free, guys, to hit on that and go look at that picture of that tornado. It was a very violent tornado just around Pelahatchie, Mississippi there, just east of Jackson, Mississippi. Thank you, Weather Today. We really do appreciate you helping out the stream today. So still a very defined hook echo. It looks like it might be trying to blend in with that linear mode of those storms there, which would be a good thing if that does occur in the near future, but still somewhat of a hook echo available with this tornado warning right now. To reiterate, it is a confirmed tornado on the ground, very violent and damaging tornado just north of Pelahatchie, Mississippi, west northwest of Morton, Mississippi, just south of Lena, Mississippi. Would not be surprised, like I said, if we do get an extended tornado warning just a few further miles north in the near future if this does not die down. So if you guys are or know anybody south of Carthage or around Carthage, Mississippi, send this live stream with them right now, as this could be some life-saving information that we will be going over. Let's look back at our rotation here. So it looks like we might have some sort of rotation dying down right now, but we did have some sort of radar interferences, though, in the near future, or like in the past when we were looking at this system. But there could still be a tornado on the ground, as we did see with that hook echo. But it looks like our rotation is somewhat dying down, but still some rotation available within this supercell. So we're really going to have to monitor this very, very closely. And I will stop caring about this storm once it does. Oh yeah, that hook echo is definitely moving into those storms, but we still do have maybe a little bit of a hook echo. And still we can see a defined general hook echo here. So we're just going to keep on monitoring this. Let's see here. So there is some creeks being reported of overflowing, basement flooding and yard flooding around Jackson, Mississippi, or north of Jackson, Mississippi, as you do get those very strong thunderstorms. But yeah, it looks like this hook echo is starting to kind of die out a little bit. Still have a little bit of a hook echo. Still could be a confirmed tornado. Not 100% sure. Okay, Weather Today says check the Tupelo, Mississippi storm, as there is 90-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Will do. Thank you for that. Let's go ahead. Let's find Tupelo. It's right up here. So yeah, we were looking at this system not too long ago, and I was trying to keep an eye out on this system, as it did look like it had some nice rotation within it. Broad rotation, but there still was rotation, and now we're getting reports of very strong wind gusts. We are, right off the bat, seeing some nasty hail possible within this system here. Let's look at our wind. Give it a second to load. Oh, wow, yeah. Very, very strong winds. Like Weather Today said, 90-mile-an-hour wind gusts available with this. This is just ridiculous amount of wind gusts, guys. And that is why you can see over here on the left side of my screen, we do have that moderate risk, and that is for that, wind damage more than those tornado risks. But we still do have that 10% significant risk, which did produce a tornado just north of Pelahatchie. 90-mile-an-hour the warning says 90-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Oh, I believe it. Very strong wind gusts moving its way around Tupelo, Mississippi. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Yeah, 90-mile-an-hour wind gusts, guys. This is some very strong wind gusts. You guys might want to, move anything that you guys have outside, or actually at this point, you guys might even want to take shelter, as you guys are under that severe thunderstorm warning. And that is 4 parts. Let's go ahead and look at the counties affected by this. This is 4 parts. Let's see here. Let's go down. So it is not showing locations impacted include Armony, Houston, Smithville, Prairie, New Wren, and areas surrounding that. Sorry guys, my mic is something just happened. I'll be right. Let's see here. I just need to tighten down my mic real fast, and then we can keep going. Back to what I was saying, there is a severe thunderstorm warning available, that is issued for portions around Tupelo, Mississippi here, with hazards of 90-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Definitely some very, very hazardous conditions. If you guys know anybody around Tupelo, Mississippi, share this live stream with them. Let's get them weather aware that they will be seeing these strong winds in the near future. You can see my radar scope is wanting to be very touchy right now. We can see Tupelo right here, and the strong wind gusts pressing off to the east-northeast there. And I bet this warning even has that 90-mile-an-hour wind gust available. 70-mile-an-hour wind gust still very significant, but this southern warning right here that is available or issued for parts of Smithville, Houston. It looks like it's already past Houston there, which is a good sign, as it is a populated city. Armony and Hatley, I believe is how you pronounce that. I'm sorry if I did pronounce that wrong. Very strong winds are about to approach your guys' area. Take shelter now, as these wind gusts actually probably by the time this radar does get updated will be around these areas, as we do have a 3-minute-old data right now. Let's go back. Let's see if we still have that. No, we don't. That is a good sign, guys. We are officially that tornado warning down to the south, I believe. Let's go ahead and has officially expired. A very damaging, deadly tornado was on the ground, though, for quite some time. If you guys do have any questions for your guys' locations, let me know down in the live chat, and I will try to answer them, as that is what we're going to be doing over on this stream. I'll go ahead and put this in loop, and I'll be right back in just a second, guys. Alright guys, I am back. So we're going back to this damaging wind. Let's go ahead and move this off to our newest data here. Let's see, 906, 909. Okay, we're going to go back to that. So this is our newest radar update here. That was at 909. We're seeing wind gusts possibly exceeding 70 miles an hour within isolated areas just south of Tupelo. That will be that wind gust there, or those wind those wind gusts will be moving east northeast and impacting areas around Columbus, Mississippi, around Detroit and Hamilton. We're going to go ahead and look at these more northern severe thunderstorm warnings, as we really haven't gone over those, as we have been very concentrated down to that tornado warning here. Let's see what that is. That is a test ping, okay. Probably for a spotter within that area. Let's go to these Oklahoma storms right now, and we will be looking at that Fort Smith, as well as we do have a viewer that is around that area. So looking here, let's see. We'll give this a second to load. You can see there might be some general broad rotation around McAlester. This is broad rotation, not tight rotation. You guys are only under a severe thunderstorm warning, but that is significant enough. So guys, please take shelter if you guys are around McAlester, Oklahoma, as there are some strong thunderstorms making their way through your region right now. Let's go to super res reflectivity. We'll give this a second to load. Radar scope's going to want to do this. Okay, so yeah, a nasty hail core right now. Right here. In this circled area, there is definitely some sort of hail right now. Even extending into these oranges, you guys still could be seeing that hail. And that is moving. It looks to be just generally east. Let's see how fast it's moving, actually. So this cell is moving at 38 knots, so I believe that equates to around 50 miles an hour, maybe just less than that. If you guys do have any sort of area that you guys would like me to go over right now, as we do kind of have a little bit of a calmer portion, or a calmer part to this severe thunderstorm and tornado outbreak right now, please leave it down in the live chat, and I will try to answer them to the best of my ability. But we will stay going over these more northern severe weather events until we do have any questions. So we see we do have some thunderstorm making its way off to parts of Oklahoma right now. Let's go ahead and see what's going on up here in Missouri. We'll give this a second to load. You can see, no, it's still not wanting to load there. You can see some general cells trying to move their way in, but this is associated with that cold front trying to press down all this moisture. So your tornado threat as of right now still looks to be generally low, but you still could see some sort of thunderstorms, possibly severe at times, within the near future. Let's go. So these thunderstorms over here look to be in more of a linear mode right now, basically meaning that there will be a less tornado chance available with that. But if you do get some of those cells pressing off just east of that front and becoming more isolated and being able to, contain all of that energy within that one cell, you could be looking at some strong cells in the near future. But right now, up to the more northernest regions of the severe weather event, you guys are looking fairly clear of that tornado risk right now. So we're going to go back to this Tupelo system here. Let's give this a second to load. And we'll go to our sort of velocity here and see just what the wind gusts are right now. So we can see here, radar indicated rotating thunderstorm just around Shannon, Mississippi. Some very strong wind gusts here. We can see 100-mile-an-hour wind gusts that is being shown on this right here. Let's see if we can get it back to there. That is an 107-mile-an-hour wind gust. Not sure if that's actually happening, guys, but that if that is, definitely stay safe. Watching another hook near Pelahatchie. It's in the Jackson radar side, I believe. Man, they just got that tornado too. This is not good. Yeah, we'll definitely we'll look at that right now. Yeah, some still rotation there. Radar indicated rotating supercell. You can see there definitely is some rotation within this as well. Let's go move to super res reflectivity here. Yep, right here. Another hook possible. That's a developing hook right now. Wouldn't be surprised if this does intensify if we do get sort of a tornado warning in the near future. But right now, it is just looking like a developing hook echo right now that was associated on the southern end of that tornado. I mean, it is a hook right now, but it is still developing, and it will either, grow in size or decrease in the next radar update. We'll just have to watch and see what this does. Yeah, we're really going to want to keep an eye out on this system right here. This is on the Jackson, Mississippi radar site. So if you guys know anybody within this general vicinity north of Jackson, Mississippi, or even just in general in Jackson, Mississippi, they could be getting some sort of severe weather in the near future. As you guys can see, some of these hail core cells that are right over here moving its way into Jackson in the near future. But generally Jackson, the more southern portions of Jackson look to be staying fairly dry right now. If you guys do have any questions regarding this severe weather event for your location, leave them down in the comment or in the live chat, and I will answer them to the best of my ability as we do go over this developing hook right here around Pelahatchie in central Mississippi. Like I said, if you guys do know anybody within the general vicinity of central Mississippi or Mississippi in general, as we are watching that strong wind gust up to Tupelo and some rotating supercells down to north of Jackson. If you guys do know anybody in Mississippi, share this live stream with them, as they could be getting in your future. We do want to try to keep them weather aware if this does occur for their area. So we'd say we do have some wind damage around Starkville, Mississippi there, reported by a train spotter there. Generally, a lot of hail is occurring right now within these strong thunderstorms here. You can see hail size half an inch there. Generally 1.5 or 1.4 inch hail, half an inch hail there. Generally half an inch hail, but you could see some areas with stronger hail within those storms. You can see right south of Monroe there is a radar indicated rotating thunderstorm there, which could possibly be a supercell in the near future. Let's look at velocity there. Let's go ahead, see what's going on within this radar indicated rotating thunderstorm. So yeah, there is some general broad rotation within this. Nothing too strong right now. There is also another area of concern. This is kind of in a radar hole as well, as it's not too close to really a central radar site, but we really generally know what's going on though. Still no tornado warnings, which is a good sign. If we do not get any more tornado warnings in the near future, I probably will be ending this live stream, as it is getting fairly late. But definitely we will still be watching this Pelahatchie system right now. Still some rotation within this, which is concerning. The conditions are favorable for a tornado, as you already have had multiple tornadoes reported here. Some damaging, violent tornadoes. Let's go to no, let's not go to depiction. Let's go to super res reflectivity here. We'll give it a second to load. It looks like that hook is getting eaten up by that cell. So generally, we're looking at sort of a good outcome to this. Obviously, a bad outcome in terms of we did see tornadoes, but it looks like this overall is getting this system or this cell is getting eaten up by that linear mode of thunderstorms. So we should be fairly free of that tornado threat right now at the moment, but we could get that in the near future, as we do have some rotating thunderstorms here. We have a nasty hail core up to the north here that is moving towards Walnut Grove and Lena, Mississippi. If you guys have any questions regarding your guys' location for this event, leave it down in the live stream, in the live chat, and I will answer them to the best of my ability in this stream. Let's see here. Going back, let's look at our so we have some flooding over here. Let's see where that actually is. Flooding into, let's see where this is for Texas. That's right. Wait, yeah, that is Texas. We have some flooding over flooded creeks, possibly. Flash flood warning for parts of Jacksonville, Texas, eastward as well. But generally, we kind of have a calm sector right now in the severe weather event. I probably will be ending this stream in the near future. So if you guys do enjoy this stream, please like and share this with a friend. If you guys do have any questions, leave them down in the live chat right now. This will be where I will be going over questions that you guys do have before I do end this stream. So I'll give you guys a little bit to type up some questions if you guys do have them. If you guys don't, that is okay as well. But we'll go ahead and look at these wind gusts that we're going right now for Tupelo. See where they are relative to where they were earlier. Okay, so maybe a hook echo developing right here. Gonna want to keep an eye out on that. Let's go to velocity here. We'll give it a second to load. Yes, some still very strong wind gusts. It looks like it is getting radar interfered here, but still generally around the radar site, 60 to 70 mile an hour wind gusts with this cell. Gonna want to keep an eye out on that for sure. If you guys are just now joining the stream, thank you guys so much. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I am actually about to end this stream though, so if you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the live chat and I will answer them Right now, this will be my question time. But we'll still go over that. Possibly developing Hook Echo, though. Just around Tupelo, or south of Tupelo, I should say. Let's give it a second here. So we can see it's really trying to get eaten up by this linear mode of storms, though, but we do definitely see some sort of Hook Echo. We might get a more defined in the next radar update. So we're going to want to, really watch this in the near future. We have some hail here associated with that really strong wind gusts. So that is definitely not going to be good. A combination of hail and very strong winds will cause for some very, very hazardous conditions. Damage to cars is almost likely, and or humans and animals in this path. But we're really going to want to watch this new update as you are seeing some sort of a Hook Echo. But really, you're not going to be seeing too much of a Hook Echo until it really defines this linear mode of cells from this specific cell. Let's go ahead and see how this was developing in the past, just to see relative to how far it's come. So really, we just got a new update. Yeah, it's getting eaten up by that linear mode of storms. So generally, not much tornado threat right now as it is in that squall line of thunderstorms. But if you do get any of these smooth east of that squall line isolated and being able to kind of really gain all of that strength into that one cell relative to that squall line thunderstorms, then you could be seeing some tornado threats in the near future. Worldwide Weather says okay. Yeah, guys, I am about to end this stream. So if you guys do have any questions, I will go over them right now. We'll probably stay on the stream for 3-ish more minutes. So if you guys do have any questions right now, would be the time to ask. We'll go ahead and go over to our warnings right now. Since we really haven't gone over the more western portions of this event, we've just been focusing on this southern event. We will go ahead and look at this right now. Wind damage and most likely hail on this more western portion here is looking to be your biggest threat. Not looking at much tornado threat here, but a wind and hail threat for these squall line thunderstorms that will be moving into the Ozarks, down into parts of Arkansas, down into parts of Louisiana as well, eventually making their way into Dixie Alley. That biggest threat will be hail right now and wind damage, but as it moves its way down more to Dixie Alley, where those conditions are more favorable, you could be seeing those tornadoes in the near future. Let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and switch the site here, because I did have a viewer in Fort Smith earlier, and it looks like these severe thunderstorm warnings are making their way very close to his region here. You can see definitely some strong thunderstorms and some nasty hail indicated by these pinks here. In some isolated areas, you'll get those purples, which we really aren't getting shown up right now. Let's go ahead and go to depiction just to see really what's going on. Yeah, so some very strong cells firing up north of Fort Smith here, and a lot of storms here in this linear mode that are showing storm tracks east, pointing towards Fort Smith here. You guys can see those. Let's go ahead and look at the speed that they're taking right now. 30 knots, so approximately 45 miles an hour. 20 knots, around 40 miles. 34 knots, around 45 to 50 miles an hour. So generally, new forecast for Fort Smith, 50 miles an hour. Let's see how far that is from Fort Smith. These linear mode is around 30-ish. So in the next hour, maybe less than an hour, you could be seeing these cells make its way into Fort Smith, and you guys could possibly be seeing some severe thunderstorms in the near future. Looks like we are starting to get some precip moving its way. Let's go ahead and change the radar site up to Springfield, Missouri. So we are getting some of these strong linear mode thunderstorms moving their way down into the Ozarks, eventually making their way into northern Arkansas there. So if you guys are just now joining this stream, I'm going to end it in the next minute or so. So if you guys do have any questions, leave them down in the comments in the live chat and I will answer them. But if you guys don't have any more questions, then I'll go ahead and end this stream. As we are seeing kind of a quiet time in our severe weather here, and it's getting late for me, so I probably need to start ending this stream fairly quickly. But in the after I do end this stream, there is many other weather YouTubers, weather YouTubers such as Ryan Hall, and Adrian's weather forecast I know for sure is live right now. So if you guys do still need to get that guidance from those weather people, those two are some great sources. And once again, that is Ryan Hall Weather and Adrian's weather forecast. They will be doing a live stream on this event, most likely until it does end. FZN Blaze says, well, you have been streaming for a while. Yeah, it's been, my OBS is saying an hour and 45 minutes. It's been quite a long time, but I do enjoy it. It really does, make me feel good that I'm helping people out. At least I hope. 90 mile per hour winds is insane. I do agree. FNC and Blaze, do you have any other questions before we do end this stream? I know no one else is really chatting, so if you do have any questions, I will go ahead and go over them. But if not, I will go ahead and end the stream right now. So just go ahead and let me know, because I do want to answer all y'all's questions. If you guys do have any. There is a couple reports of rotating thunderstorms. Says radar indicated down into the let's see where this is. Louisiana and Mississippi there. Obviously, go ahead right now before I do in this stream and look at these Storm Prediction Center risks. So this one to the left here that my mouse is just right in front of is your tornado risk, and where you do have that little hatched risk off into Louisiana is where you could, Mississippi is where you could see your biggest chance of tornadic probabilities. In that green, you have a 2% chance of tornadoes. Within that brown, you do have a 5%. And then down into the yellow, you do have a 10% chance. And the one just above is the categorical outlook. And that red is a moderate. That orange is an enhanced. That yellow is a slight. And generally, if you guys are outside of that slight into the greens, you guys are generally on a lower end risk for the severe thunderstorms later into tonight, into early tomorrow morning. Worldwide Weather says, bye, have a nice night. Thank you, man. You too. I hope you do stay safe throughout this event. And everything goes well for you. So that is about it for this live stream. I hope you guys did enjoy this live stream. Definitely let me know in the comments if I did a decent job tonight. What I could work on after the stream is over. Just type that in the comment section down below. I hope you guys do have an amazing night, and I hope everyone that is going to be affected by this event is staying safe, and everyone that was involved in that Tallahatchie, Mississippi tornado is safe. All of our prayers go out to them. So if you guys did enjoy this Weather Central live stream, and I'll see you guys